नमस्कार दोस्तों और जय हिंद। आप सभी को स्वागत है इन माय चैनल 1971 वॉर बुक सीरीज। तो दोस्तों आज हमारे साथ इस प्रोग्राम में है असिस्टेंट चीफ सेक्रेटरी Mr. Dipak Ghosh, IAS officer who served in the District of Nadia as District Magistrate in the year 1971. आज उनके साथ बात करके हम जानेंगे what was his own contribution in the 1971 war as the District Magistrate in helping out the refugees who came from East Pakistan during the conflict of 1971 और उसके साथ how he arranged for the lodging, fooding, including providing medical care for the prevention of diseases to the refugees as well. So let's welcome today IAS officer Dipak Ghosh to our program. I would like to have a brief introduction of yours. Like, how was your life before 1971? I mean, as far as I know, you were in the Indian Administrative Service, for which you became a district magistrate. So, how was life and how did you get into the Indian Administrative Service, sir? If you could talk about that.
I was born in Munshiganj town, a sub-divisional town of Dhaka district in 1937.
Okay.
We migrated to India after the partition of the country,
Okay.
our family, and we settled down in London,
Okay.
Motijil area of London, where I was admitted into class 9 at that time.
Okay.
I did my schooling from London Motijil Krishna Kumar Hindu Academy,
Mm-hmm.
and then after passing the school final examination, I entered into London Motijil College
Mm-hmm.
as an intermediate science student.
Okay.
After passing from there,
Mm-hmm.
I was admitted into Presidency College, Kolkata, with physics honors for graduation.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I could not get a first class
Mm-hmm.
in physics, so I thought I must try to get a first class in some other subject.
Okay.
So I was admitted into Maharaja Monindra Chandra Nandi College Evening Section in Shambaya
Acha.
for a BCom degree.
For BCom. Okay.
Unfortunately, there also for only 2 marks, I could not obtain a first class
Acha.
degree.
And this
So
was which
I-
year, sir?
This was in 1956,
56. Okay. Very long time ago.
very long time ago.
This is 2024. Right.
52 school final, 54 intermediate science in Presidency College, 56 I graduated again in commerce.
Okay.
Then I went for a law degree.
Acha.
So I got admitted into a law college in Hajra Road
Mm-hmm.
and stayed with my aunt, paternal aunt
Okay.
at Kalighat.
Mm-hmm.
Then I attended college. Unfortunately, again, in the law college also,
Mm-hmm.
I could not get a first class in the law. Because
Okay.
at that time, for various reasons,
Mm-hmm.
the Calcutta University law department never gave a first class to anybody.
Acha.
I always got numbers like 56, 57, 58, 59, but not 60.
This is what is still happening.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I think there will be very few people who have 3 degrees in science, commerce and law.
Right.
Then I went for first the WBCS examination.
Mm-hmm.
There I stood first
Okay.
in 1959
Acha.
and was posted in Kuch Bihar as a provisional trial magistrate. At that time, the lower judiciary was not separated from the administration. So I
This
was a
was
deputy
trial.
magistrate
Mm-hmm.
as well as a magistrate, trying magistrate,
Okay.
sitting in a court.
Acha. Acha.
From there I appeared in the IAS next year and got into the IAS, standing first in West Bengal.
Okay.
So I joined the training academy
Mm-hmm.
in Mussoorie.
Mussoorie. Okay.
It is still in Mussoorie.
Mm-hmm.
At that time it was known as the National Academy.
Mm-hmm.
Now it is known as Lal Bahadur Shastri Academy.
Okay.
After 1 year's training, I was posted in Midnapur district as a trainee magistrate.
Okay.
And after 6 months training there, completing field training, including field training, I was posted as sub-divisional officer Kalimpong
Kalimpong. Acha.
in 1966.
1966. Okay.
I was there for 1 year,
Mm-hmm.
conducted the elections in 67,
Mm-hmm.
and was transferred to Siliguri subdivision,
Mm-hmm.
where the Naxalite movement has just started.
Right. At that time, West Bengal was having this problem
Yeah.
very much.
It started in West Bengal that way.
Mhm.
Started
Even in-
in West Bengal.
even in
Charu
Calcutta.
Majumdar, Kanu Sannal, all these prominent leaders, they were all in Siliguri at that time.
Acha.
So in Siliguri it started, so I was transferred overnight from Kalimpong to Siliguri
Acha.
to tackle this problem. And first of all, they killed one of my inspectors, police inspectors.
Okay.
And after we struck and killed 11 of them in one encounter.
Okay.
So for that
And at
time,
that time,
and
sir?
all the other leaders, we
Mm-hmm.
arrested them
Mm-hmm.
and put them in jail.
Mm-hmm.
We did not arrest Charu Majumdar because he was just very sick man,
Acha.
almost bedridden every day. But he was the
Main
main leader.
leader.
He
Okay.
defied the CPIM leadership
Mm-hmm.
to start this movement. Maybe to embarrass them also.
Right. Yeah.
From there, after about a year, I was promoted to an additional district magistrate and was posted in Nadia,
Okay.
Krishnanagar
was-
with headquarters.
Okay.
This was in 1968,
Okay. Headquarters at Krishnanagar.
Krishnanagar.
Okay.
So for 1 year, I was an additional district magistrate there.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was transferred to Kolkata as Registrar of Cooperative Societies,
Okay.
which gave me the opportunity of traveling a lot and
Mm-hmm.
seeing the interior Bengal.
Okay.
Almost every police station area of Bengal I could see.
Acha.
From Gosaba
Mm-hmm.
to Guruvatan in Kalimpong,
Acha.
that I have already seen.
Mm-hmm.
From Tufanganj, Assam border,
Mm-hmm.
to Purulia.
Acha.
Almost length and breadth of the country I could see as registered cooperative society, because there is a cooperative society almost in every village,
Mm-hmm.
every thana. From there, that was in 1969, I was transferred as additional district magistrate of Nadia
Okay.
for about 6-7 months. Then I was again transferred back to cooperative department.
Okay.
And later on, in 1971, early 1971,
Early 1971.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
when I was posted as director of survey department in Kolkata for
Acha.
about 3 months.
Okay.
Just then the Bangladesh crisis blew up.
So what happened at that time? I mean, what did you hear and listen?
I was
About the crisis.
staying in
Mm-hmm.
Park Street area in a friend's
Calcutta.
residence.
Okay.
Geeta Banerjee, the daughter of Sir Biren Mukherjee.
Okay.
Geeta Banerjee's younger sister Nita was a classmate of ours in Presidency College.
Acha.
And I found Geeta there as a lecturer in Kalimpong College.
Okay.
She was staying there.
Mm-hmm.
There I met Ranu Mukherjee and others also.
Acha, acha, acha.
From there I was posted as District Magistrate Nadia when the crisis blew up.
Okay.
That was 19.
That was after I think 26 March 1971.
After about 2 months, when things have just started boiling up,
Mm-hmm.
I was transferred to Nadia.
This must be in the month of May.
This was in the month of May.
May. Okay.
May, I was transferred.
Okay.
By that time, the interim government,
Mm-hmm.
Free Bangladesh, has taken oath on the
Provisional
on the soil of Bangladesh,
Mm-hmm.
thus bordering Tehatto subdivision of Nadia district.
Okay.
This function was organized by the Border Security Force.
Mm-hmm. Meherpur, right? Sir?
Border Security Force, Meherpur.
Mm-hmm.
Tehatto was our subdivision. Tehatto was divided when the country was divided. Meherpur went to
That side.
Bangladesh, Pakistan,
Mm-hmm.
and Tehatto remained with India. There was a confusion for 2 days that will be in
This side
Pakistan
or
or
that
in
side?
that side. After 2 days, the confusion was cleared.
Okay.
Nadia district was the only district which was divided
Mm.
during the partition of the country
Okay.
on this side, the eastern side. Punjab was divided there.
Mm-hmm.
Many districts were divided,
Mm.
but here the only Nadia districts. There were 2 subdivisions. All these 3 subdivisions went to Pakistan, including Meherpur,
Mm-hmm.
including Shilaida and all these places.
Mm-hmm.
I visited after the war was over
Okay.
as guest of the new Bangladesh government.
Acha, acha.
Now, when I went there, I found so much of confusion.
Mm-hmm.
And our army headquarters for the Jessore sector had not yet moved in.
Acha.
But refugees have started pouring in small numbers at that time,
Acha, acha.
from nearby areas.
Mm-hmm.
And they were making their own arrangements for staying because it was earlier one district, so they had relatives or familiar.
So what was the condition of the refugees, sir? What did they
They
talk
came
to?
by trickling at the beginning,
Okay.
but then after about 2-3 months,
Mm-hmm.
when they used to call them Khan Sena, Pakistani soldiers were named as Khan Sena.
Okay.
When they started moving towards the border
Mm-hmm.
from Dhaka and other areas, because Dhaka was the cantonment area, their cantonment area. When they started coming towards the border in their area, the refugees also came mostly from Khulna and Jessore.
Mm-hmm.
These
Some from Chuadanga, these places.
Chuadanga was a subdivision of originally of Nadia district.
Okay. Okay.
Meherpur, Chuadanga, 3 subdivisions went to Pakistan.
Mm-hmm.
3 subdivisions
Stayed with us.
Stayed with us.
Okay.
Ranaghat,
Mm-hmm.
question of Nadia,
Mm-hmm.
and here this side Kaliganj, I think.
Okay.
That was known only after 2 days of the freedom. After 2 days of the freedom,
Struggle. Okay.
when that person in the position who divided the country.
There's a lawyer and Radcliffe, I guess.
Radcliffe.
Lord
There was
Radcliffe.
one Hindu gentleman and one Muslim gentleman to help him.
Mm-hmm.
But his final decisions were in a closed cover, handed over to Mountbatten. And he said, before I reach you back to London, don't open it.
Okay.
So that took 2 days. Malda was also in a confusion at that time. Malda thought that it would go to Pakistan. So Malda, there was a Sardarji, District Magistrate, ICS. He raised the Pakistani flag.
Okay. This was all up during the confusion of
the
47.
partition, just after the partition.
Okay.
For a couple of days, then when things became clear, the adjustments were made accordingly.
Okay. Now, sir, coming back to 71, the refugees who were pouring in at that time, what did they say? Like, why were they escaping East Pakistan, which was their home? Bengali refugees, why were they coming to India?
They were mostly scared of the Khan Sena.
Okay.
Pakistani soldiers did a lot of mischief, torturing, etc. And after the war, when we went inside, we saw many bunkers with ladies' chappals and things like that outside, strewn outside.
Okay, I mean these Pakistani soldiers took women.
Took them away from their families. Or killed them later on.
Okay. So
there are many stories, hundreds of stories of different types. Some may be a little exaggerated, some may be a little true. I found a refugee family of only 13 women.
Okay.
They came from Rajshahi.
Rajshahi.
They claimed to be of a Jamindar family. All the men were killed, and these women were ravished, and they came on their own. 13 women. I think the eldest one was more than 70 years old.
Okay.
The youngest one was just 7 years. So we had to make special arrangements for all these types of people. We got the retired army officers. We are the colony, new colonies which is set up, mostly in Kolani's barren lands. At that time, the aims the other factories, etc. in Kolani were not there. Kolani was just a
barren land.
Small, a lot of barren lands.
At that place, the refugee camps
were set up with improvised materials.
Okay.
Some materials, tents, like things came from Germany, Japan. Japan sent some vehicles also for the movement of our relief staff. And some colony used to hold 10,000 people, some colony 20,000 people.
Okay.
So according to the importance of that, we used to put up the retired army officers who were deputed at our disposal for running these camps.
Wow, I didn't know this, that retired army officers.
Mostly retired army officers.
And these were from British time or from after independence time, sir?
After independence, this was the thing. So even Air Force officers, they came as camp commanders.
Okay.
Look after the refugees and they set up the discipline and other things. There was no dearth of materials. But the transportation was a difficult problem, and it was the rainy season.
Right, sir. May, June, July, April. Yeah.
That time, unfortunately,
that's the time of car
there was a flood almost. In the other part of the district. Kolani area, there was no flood, but there was flood in Ranaghat to Korimpur. We went that side, and Germany sent several vehicles which could negotiate floods. And they could be raised. The vehicles could be raised, and the wheels were connected through some rods. PW officials, they use those vehicles. The camp commanders, they use those vehicles. So necessity is the mother of inventions.
Right.
World community helped a lot. Even Aga Khan came,
Mm-hmm.
visited the camps and organized relief
Acha.
in France.
Okay.
His headquarters was in France.
Could you name some people, eminent people who came to these refugee camps from abroad or from India?
From India, the president came,
Okay.
V.V. Giri.
Mm-hmm.
Indira Gandhi came at least 3-4 times.
Okay.
Defense Minister Jagjivan Ram came
Mhm.
a number of times.
Mm-hmm.
Then Relief Minister, Government of India, Agriculture Minister. There are no longer depth of VVIPs.
Okay.
And almost all the embassies in Delhi, they sent either the ambassador himself or the second in command to see things for themselves for organizing relief.
And anybody from abroad, sir?
Lady Alexandra,
Mm-hmm.
the third daughter of Lord Curzon,
Lord Curzon. Okay. Okay.
she runs a medical relief team of about 50-60 doctors and nurses,
Achha.
mostly English. They were in Congo at that time.
Okay.
So Mr. K. Sen, Karuna Ketan Sen, ICS,
Okay.
was then the Vice Chancellor of Kolkata University.
Acha.
She knew her
Acha.
and he organized, he requested her and organized a team. She herself came, stayed in Kolkata for a couple of days, but left her team there. In fact, her team helped us a lot in combating cholera.
Cholera.
Cholera had broken up very badly
In the refugee camps.
In the refugee camps.
Okay.
So they had modern equipments and medicines with them.
Mm-hmm.
That helped us a lot.
So another thing, sir, as all these aid from abroad and India were coming in for the refugees, you as the district magistrate, what was your specific task, sir?
My task was only supervision, administrative supervision, because I had 3 additional district magistrates.
Okay.
So I distributed the work. One will look after this, one will look after that, one will look after the other. And given them specific areas.
Acha.
There were almost 20 hours in the field.
20 hours.
And it was the worst monsoon.
Right.
One of the worst monsoons. In fact, when the cholera broke out
Mm-hmm.
in July or August,
Mm-hmm.
the lorries which were carrying the new entrants, new refugees from Kolimpur and other bordering areas, when they were reached Kolani, there were infections spread that way very
Okay.
much. And even there were dead bodies in the lorry.
I mean, these are dead bodies of refugees
Died.
Died from cholera.
Died in the from cholera. Right. This was almost a 5 hours journey. From Kolimpur border
Mhm.
to Kolani, almost a 5 hours journey at that time.
Acha.
Now also it is about 4 hours. Roads have improved. But at that time it was almost a 5 hours journey.
And these refugees were coming from not
They are coming from mostly from the bordering districts like Jashore, Khulna,
Mhm.
and some even come from Dhaka and other faraway districts.
Kushtia.
Kushtia
Magura.
definitely, yeah. There are all these
Mhm.
these bordering districts had sent most of the refugees.
Okay.
In fact, the district population was about 2 million.
Mhm.
It went up to almost 3 million.
So
1
many
million refugees were there.
1 million.
Handling 1 million refugees at that
Suddenly.
time,
Mhm.
in makeshift accommodation,
Mhm.
was, and with a very bad monsoon, really was a testing time. But all these camp commanders,
Mhm.
our refugee camp commanders, because they had come from the army,
Mhm.
they could work for 20 hours a day.
Okay.
They could work for 20 hours a day.
Could you
And
name a few of them, sir? These camp commanders, if you remember anybody. Okay. Okay.
because there never any direct contact with them. I visited only when a VIP would come or for some special purpose. I never had time to meet them and talk to them. That was my 3 ADMs, additional district magistrates, who were doing all these things. I had to distribute the work. Because that time I came to know one of those.
Acha, statesman's journalist.
Session journalist.
Okay.
He came to Krishnanagar and we had a long chat.
Because I think he was going into East Pakistan at that time through the border.
Yeah, he was trying to go through the border with our army. With our army.
And I think he got some help from Mukti Bahini as well.
Mukti Bahini, I would say, in Nadia they were concentrated in Plassey area.
Plassey, okay.
For their training at other
That
things.
was the training of Mukti Bahini naval commandos.
No, others also.
Others also.
Others also.
Acha, acha.
Because we had to arrange for their ration.
Okay.
And our trainers, that is our army officials.
Okay.
The river is just by the side of Plassey, the battlefield. So we could, they would, most of these naval commanders, they used to train the Mukti Bahini people in naval warfare.
Right.
Mukti Bahini's role was to disturb the Pakistani army in different ways,
As
to
much as
distract
possible.
their attraction from their main job by making side attacks, sudden attacks, unseen attacks.
Could you name any such commander or top leader?
Mukti Bahini.
Mukti Bahini that you might have
One was barrister, Pakistani barrister, East Pakistani from barrister, Mr. Amirul Islam.
Amirul Islam. I think he's
Very-
still there.
Handsome gentleman who was very close to Kamruজ্জামান. Kamruজ্জামান was staying in the ground floor of my bungalow.
Okay. Provisional government.
Provisional government at that time.
Could you talk a bit about them, sir? Provisional government and these people.
When I moved in May, provisional government has already been formed, and Mr. Golok Mujumdar, who was a BSF commander, BSF Eastern Area Commandant, he organized the oath taking ceremony and other things. I have met Tajuddin once or twice. They used to come and stay in our circuit house,
Okay.
which was just opposite my bungalow.
Okay.
And almost all other ministers also used to come to Krishnanagar because that was our army headquarters.
Acha.
General T.N. Raina, who later on became the army chief. He came, he had his, he took up residence in one of our poultry farms.
Poultry farm. Acha.
Because that was the only built up place where he could stay with his staff.
Acha.
There was no other
Because
built up place
I mean,
area.
at that time, West Bengal was a very poor state.
Very poor state and
Yeah.
infrastructure was not there.
Not there, yeah.
Krishnanagar town was just an old town, nothing new had come up after independence. Actually, even the Polytechnic school was taken over for the stay of the army officials, and there was an explosion
Acha.
of captured ammunition, etc., brought from Jessore, kept in trucks for shifting to Calcutta.
Acha.
There was an explosion and
This is 71 itself.
71, sir.
Acha.
Towards the end of the war.
Okay.
and even my house was affected.
Acha. I mean, ammunition exploding.
Yeah, there are bodies found about 200 years away.
Okay.
These are heavy, either artillery shells
Must
or
be
something.
artillery. Must be artillery.
So, because from the Jessore sector, these captured things used to come to Krishnanagar first and then sent to different places commanded by the army officials. Almost 200 army officials died in that explosion. Almost
200.
200 guards and other sepoys.
Okay. So coming to the Indian Army now, what was your interaction with the Indian Army commanders who must be there? And
No, not much of an interaction so far as the military strategy or military what we were doing, because I did not have the time.
because they were also working, we were also working.
We are our offices were not even 1 kilometer, less than half a kilometer,
Acha.
and we used to meet quite often, especially in the evening. So the day's progress was reviewed.
Acha. So any interactions with General Raina?
Yes, I was very close to General Raina, and then there was a Bengali gentleman, GOC in Fort William. What was his name?
General Jimmy Sarkar, BN Sarkar.
No, Sarkar.
Not Sarkar. Okay.
Who was that general? He was a major general. He used to come. I used to have most of the liaison with him. General Jagjit Singh was our GOC in C.
Acha.
Eastern Command.
Right.
He had also come several times to Class C, to Pollani. Then also went to the border areas in Korim, other areas from where the army was moving in the Jessore sector. In fact, the army under the 17th Mountain Division, I think, General Sagat Singh. They came from the other side. I used to know them because when I was SDO Kalimpong, Kalimpong was the place where we had almost every evening a meeting.
17th Mountain Division was that place at that time.
17th Mountain Division was in Sikkim at that time.
Right.
27th Mountain Division was in Kalimpong at that time. General Shiv Sagar Singh, retired as GOC Delhi area.
Okay.
I don't know what General Sagat Singh.
General Sagat Singh was that side, Agurtala side.
General Sagat Singh was the first one to enter.
Sagat Singh,
from Tripura side. They went in from Tripura side because that's why the Pakistani army had not guarded that way. Pakistani army's plan was to enter Kolkata. But from Jessore, it is by the Jessore road itself. It is only 2 hours run. They thought they will overrun us and reach Kolkata in no time. That was their plan.
Right.
General Niazi.
So, any more interactions with any other Indian Army officer? Major General Dalbir Singh was, I think, in this area because he planned to go for the Jessore Khulna axis.
Maybe.
And General.
Definitely met most of them because in the evening, most of the army officials used to come to Krishnanagar for briefing by General Raina. You see, Government of India had taken 2 decisions which are very helpful. One was to open the Food Corporation of India's godowns.
Acha.
That you take whatever you
need.
Need.
The Food Corporation godown was open for these refugees.
For this administration.
Acha.
For the refugees as well as for the army.
Okay.
So that was one decision taken by the Government of India, which helped us a lot.
Achha.
And the second decision was to show the main thrust of the army from this side, but real intelligence was to come from that side.
Okay.
from Dhaka, from
From Agartala side.
Agartala side, because that is the closest.
That was closer, and then the Pakistan army was weak. Their deployment was much scattered. The way General Sharat Singh could almost run towards Dhaka.
Right.
That was the strategy of the Indian army. To show as if we are going to move in from this side, but do it from the other side.
Right.
And Pakistani army, they never could think. They thought that they run into Kolkata via Jessore and Bonga, etc. in no time.
Right.
So the planning by General
it was all planned by General Manek Shaw, I guess.
General Manek Shaw.
Yeah.
I have played cards with him.
Okay.
He was a card addict. When in Shiliguri, I was duo. This Nakshabadi thing is the 33 Army Corps is based in Shiliguri, behind the university.
71, I think it was commanded by General Thapar. In 71.
71 maybe that side, I don't know. I was there in 67.
67.
General Beur.
General Beur.
He was the commander-in-chief of the 33rd. He was in Shiliguri, 33 Corps headquarters, which commanded the 3 divisions in mountain divisions.
One was 20 mountain divisions.
20, 27, 20, 17. 17 Div was commanded by Sharat Singh.
In 67.
And 20.
In 71, I think 20 Div was commanded by General Lehel, Major General Lehel, Punjabi, Sikh officer.
I have not met him.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
67 and 71, 4 years apart. They must have changed.
Right. So, what was your task in the month of, sir, what I can say, from August to November 1971 as District Magistrate?
My task was only supervision and then analysis, army liaison. My 3 ADMs, Ashok Gupta, JVR Prasad Rao, and the other one is a Punjabi one.
Could you repeat that?
Ashok Gupta.
Then
JVR Prasad Rao.
Okay. JVR
Prasad Rao.
Okay.
And who was the Punjabi one? Who was the most lovable one? I forget his name.
We tend to forget the ones who might be very close to us sometimes. Yeah.
Ashok Gupta ultimately became the chief secretary.
Okay.
JVR Prasad Rao became the secretary health in Government of India.
Okay.
And this fellow, he was also secretary of the Government of India.
Anyway, sir, so with these 3 people...
these are the 3 persons who worked 20 hours a day.
20 hours.
The daytime working in the office, and the nighttime planning work, supervision, inspection.
Okay.
We had the support of the local people very much. Local people supported us anyway. It was a bad monsoon, very bad monsoon. I had seen the volunteers, recruited lots of volunteers to carry building materials.
These are locals of Nadia?
Nadia,
Okay.
young men.
Okay.
Recruited a lot of the college students mostly. Mostly college students. They volunteered themselves to liaise with the newcomers and any dispute with the local people in settling their dispute, they worked a lot.
Okay. And these people, I mean, they helped in establishing the refugees as well.
Yeah, they used to meet them, talk to them,
Mm-hmm.
encourage them,
Mm-hmm.
and carry out government's messages to them.
Mm-hmm.
So there are scattered camps in many areas,
Mm-hmm.
right from Kolimpur, extreme north, to Kollani,
Mm-hmm.
almost a 80-90 miles area,
Yeah, long distance.
long distance. They used to help a lot, college students.
So now, sir, coming down to the war part of it, Indian Army decided to go in. So, how was the setup at Nadia at that time? I mean, how was the government prepared for the entire offensive inside East Pakistan?
No, we had instructions from the government to help the army in
As
every
much as
possible
possible.
way.
Okay.
And the army officials at the level of colonels and brigadiers used to liaise with us, our officials like the block development officer.
Block development officers.
They worked very hard.
Okay.
They worked very hard.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were the pivot of the administration at the police station level, at the
Right.
block level.
Mm-hmm.
And they had to work for 20 hours a day.
Okay.
Some of them were young, some of them were not so young,
Mm-hmm.
but almost everybody gave their rest.
Right. Okay. So, and then after the war ended with India's victory, how was it? Like, did you enter East Pakistan
Yes,
anytime?
I have gone there several times because the Indian IAS officers, my two ADMs,
Okay.
from writers' buildings, senior officials, secretaries of the departments, they were given charges of different areas
Okay.
to districts, to Dipak Ghosh,
Subodh Ghosh.
agriculture secretary. He was given charge of Nadia area
Okay.
to ensure the return of the refugees.
Acha.
Because at that time we had to give them some 7 days ration,
Acha.
and in some cases medical support systems with them.
Okay.
So our officers went inside, set up their camps. Sardana, that name I was forgetting.
Sardana.
MMK Sardana.
AMK
That was my
Sardana.
third ADM.
Acha. Acha.
He also went in. Subodh Ghosh was the agriculture secretary here, very senior officer. He was in charge of that area.
Okay.
So he himself set up his camp in Joseph, and Sardana went with him. And they did the internal movement was smooth, and there was no problem inside.
Sending back the refugees.
That was a I will say, enormous task.
Okay.
I don't think 100% went back.
Okay.
At least
Many people stayed back.
Many
people
they had
stayed back.
relatives or
Mm-hmm.
some other way of sustaining themselves.
Mhm.
So they stayed back.
Okay. So that is like a part of, I mean, you being the part of the Indian government and helping the refugees and helping working with the army as well in all of this entire crisis. That must have brought you an immense experience. Of watching a liberated country itself, grow in front of your face.
That gave me the opportunity of visiting Dhaka at
Acha.
the invitation of Mujib,
Okay.
with our divisional commissioner and Padmaja Naidu.
Okay.
The Red Cross, she was the head of the Red Cross in India at that time.
Acha.
So,
Could you repeat the name again, sir?
Padmaja Naidu,
Padmaja Naidu.
Sarojini Naidu was governor in West Bengal for some time.
Okay.
She, Mr. S. Dr. Majumdar, who was a divisional commissioner, posted in Kolkata near GPO. His office is there, commissioner's office, for these districts here in this side.
So you went in with all of them.
Out of them,
Okay. Did you meet
the
Mujib, sir?
opportunity of taking my wife and my newborn child
Yes, sir.
also with me.
Okay.
Because and that was the first time
Mm-hmm.
I did fly in a DC-8 plane,
DC-8, अच्छा.
half an hour's journey.
Mm-hmm. Half an hour, yeah. So did you meet
Very-
Sheikh Mujib, sir?
Yes,
Okay.
very much. We met Sheikh Mujib in his office.
Office, अच्छा.
Then we met his family, his wife, even the little child.
Mm-hmm.
And Sheikh Hasina was not there at
Achha.
that time.
Achha.
She was abroad.
अच्छा. This must be mid 1972, I guess.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
Sheikh Hasina, Sheikh Rehana, they were not there. They were with Mujib's son-in-law, Joy,
Mm-hmm.
nickname. I don't know.
Mujib's son-in-law, yeah, I mean Mujib's son-in-law and Sheikh Hasina and Rehana, they were all in West Germany.
Yeah, they were in abroad, I
Abroad.
mean, at that time. So we went to Mujib's house. So Mrs. Mujib and that little child,
Mm-hmm.
Russell,
Russell, Sheikh Russell.
Sheikh Russell, we met them.
Acha.
Padmanabhat was carrying some special gifts for her.
Mm-hmm. Acha. And Begum Fazilatul Nisa, I think, Sheikh Mujib's wife.
I don't remember the name.
Acha. Okay, so you met the family and then you must have come back, I mean...
We were staying in the Intercontinental Hotel.
Okay.
So from there, I and my family
Mm-hmm.
were specially invited by the Home Minister, Kamruজ্জামান,
Acha. Who was staying?
who was staying with me downstairs. He organized a dinner for us.
Acha.
বড় বড় কই মাছ খাইয়েছিল।
Big koi fishes, I understand. So, after this...
After the war,
Uh-huh.
for many months the border was almost open.
Okay.
I also got the opportunity of visiting Shilaidaho,
Acha.
Kustia. My wife comes from Kustia.
Acha.
Have you heard this name, Jyotindra Mohan Bagchi,
Jyotindra Mohan Bagchi, yeah?
poet?
Poet.
His famous poem, Bajbaganer Mathar Upor Chad Uteche Oi.
Okay.
I married into just that family. My wife was the granddaughter of Jyotindra Mohan Bagchi.
Okay. I mean, that's a big link with Kushtia and you
Yeah.
coming from Dhaka itself. Yeah, and being a part
I
of the
met
Indian
her
government.
when I was a deputy magistrate in Coach Bihar.
Mm-hmm.
Her father was also a deputy magistrate there.
Okay.
She was in class 9 at that time.
Acha. So, if you could talk a bit about the rest of your career in the administrative service after 1971 war.
I was in Nadia for almost 2 years.
Okay.
Then Siddharth Shankar Rai
Came out.
became the chief minister.
Okay.
So I was transferred to Midnapur. Midnapur was then undivided.
Acha.
And then there was the national emergency.
National emergency. Right.
Then there was a railway strike organized by George Fernandez.
Okay.
So, Kharagpur is a very big rail colony and a very big rail factory.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a lot of, and then second phase of Naxalite movement also
Started.
was at its peak at that time.
Mm-hmm.
They had already killed the Vice Chancellor of Jadavpur University,
Mm-hmm.
the High Court Judge, the Secretary of the Judicial Department, and Hemant Bosu, the Minister from government.
Okay.
They have killed all these persons by that time,
Acha.
and almost 200 policemen.
Mm-hmm. These,
So,
yeah.
Badhampur was was a very strong hold of the Ashim Challenges.
Mm-hmm.
Stronghold was Midnapur.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I could arrest most of them.
Acha. And after that, sir, till your retirement, you worked mostly in West Bengal.
No, I went to work in Delhi also as a Joint Secretary, Steel and Mines,
Okay, Joint Secretary in Steel and Mines.
for 5 years,
Okay.
1984-88.
With the government of India.
Then I came back here and became retired as an additional Chief Secretary. I started the Calcutta Film Festival here. I can very shout from my rooftop.
Mm-hmm.
that if I had not been there,
Mm-hmm.
there would be no Calcutta Film Festival
In London.
in London. You see, earlier it was known as the Indian Film Festival. The Indian Film Festival is now held in Goa every year.
Acha.
At that time, this Indian Film Festival was held 1 year in Delhi, 1 year in Bombay, 1 year in Madras, 1 year in Calcutta.
As much as I'm talking to you and knowing, I am getting very much amazed.
Every 4 years, Calcutta used to have a film festival.
Right.
So, in 1995, it was the turn of Bombay.
Okay.
Bombay was having some problem in this city at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Big problem. I don't know, maybe trade union or anything. They refused. So Government of India sent a message to us. I was then Information and Cultural Affairs Secretary.
You were Cultural
Affairs Secretary
Okay. That's
at that time here under Buddhadev Bhattacharya.
Acha. This was in 1995. Okay.
So Government of India requested us to host it.
Okay.
And our Finance Minister Ashim Dasgupta
Mm-hmm.
was very reluctant because it would involve a cost
Right.
of a few crores of rupees.
Mm-hmm.
And we had only Nandan at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Madhusudan Manch has not come up.
Acha.
So we decided to, Budhababu asked me, আপনি পারবেন? টাকা কোথায় পাবেন?
Mm-hmm.
আমি ওটা আপনি আমার উপর ছাড়ুন, আমি তো এখানে ফাইন্যান্স সেক্রেটারি ছিলাম, টাকা আমি আনবো, কিন্তু এটা হওয়া উচিত, কারণ ইনভেস্টমেন্টটা হবে না ইন্ডিয়াতে। আমি বলছেন এটা ঠিক নয়, আপনি চেষ্টা করে দেখুন।
Okay.
So I tried my best with Ashim Dasgupta.
Mm-hmm.
So I said I require 20 crores.
Okay.
He said 20 crores, impossible. What is your minimum? The minimum is 10 crores. I will give 3 crores.
Okay.
I was happy with that because I knew it was within 2 crores. So he gave 3 crores. At that time, Buddhadev Bhattacharya suddenly resigned,
Mm-hmm.
went out of the government.
Okay.
And another CPM, I forget his name, he's dead. He had temporarily become the Cultural Affairs Secretary,
Okay.
Minister.
Minister. Okay.
And he was a Bengal ভাষায় কথা বলতেন। আপনি
Okay.
পারবেন? ডুবাইবেন না তো?
Subhash Chakraborty?
No,
Not
Chakraborty.
Okay. Okay.
Earlier the primary section, primary teachers, primary education minister.
Okay.
Forget his name. So it's near Baligan station.
Okay.
দেখি স্যার চেষ্টা করে পারি কিনা।
Mm-hmm.
So I knew the tricks, and Bhaskar Ghosh was the secretary in Delhi
Okay.
of this department. So I immediately contacted him, said, আমি এখানে 2 কোটি টাকার ব্যবস্থা করেছি, আপনি ওখান থেকে কিছু সাহায্য করুন।
Okay.
He said, ঠিক আছে, okay, I will give you another 2 crores.
That is how things started for the film festival, I guess.
We got Madhusudan launch ready in 3 months' time. And film festival is very successful. That Italian director, and I ask, Bicycle Thief,
Okay.
who directed Bicycle Thief.
He was
He had come, he was a special guest. And at that time, this television film by around Ramayan
Mm-hmm.
was being serialized.
Yeah, that was very popular at that time.
So my daughter, my only daughter, she was made the Thali girl.
Okay.
Thali girl means on the opening ceremony,
Mm-hmm.
she will present the garlands.
Okay.
So the minister in his Bengal told my daughter, Ravan, dekho, Ravan.
Ravan.
The fellow who had acted in that film as Ravan, he has also come as a guest.
Okay.
The function was held in this Bakuria, that stadium, Kobi Nazrul.
Kovi Nazrul Stadium. Okay.
I was amused. Ravan, dekho, Ravan.
And after retirement, how has been life, sir?
After retirement, you see, my daughter is married to a barrister. His father was Advocate General of Jyoti Basu for 20 years.
Okay.
Narayan Gupta.
Okay.
He is the only son. He is a barrister. Mostly works in Supreme Court.
Acha.
Then my son worked in an IT factory, IT company in Bombay. And IT was just becoming fashion.
Just coming up.
Just coming up.
Okay. And you served in the government up to the what I
Up
guess
to 1996.
1996. And what was your last post, sir?
My last post was Additional Chief Secretary.
Additional Chief Secretary. Okay.
I should have been made the Chief Secretary, but because Jyoti Basu did not like me,
Acha.
I refused. When he first became Chief Minister, he called me and said, "Do you give me as Secretary?"
Acha.
I said, "Nothing doing." Do that type of political job.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather be in an administrative job. So for the rest of the next 20 years,
Mm-hmm.
he tried his best to disturb me.
Okay.
So for more than 5 years, I was away in Delhi. Again, when I came back, he did not. Others had retired as Chief Secretary. I was the first in the batch.
Okay. It's a real pleasure talking to you, sir, and learning about the civil side of the 1971 war. And so many, I mean, as far as we know in India, we just hear about the war, the conflict. But so many civilians, IAS officers like you, worked behind for the liberation of Bangladesh and for the refugees, especially. So many. As you said, it was 1 million in Nadia, I guess. Right, sir?
More than 1 million.
More than 1 million.
Almost 2 million. Nadia's population was 2 million.
2 million.
And there were 2 million evacuees. We used to call them evacuees at that time,
Evacuees.
not refugees.
Okay. And this fact that you brought up, that so many ex-army officers,
They were the camp commanders.
Wow. Even I didn't know this. Then you
There was a large camp, above 5,000. We used to have an army officer as the camp
retired
commander,
army officer.
so that he could, if necessary, liaise with the army very easily.
Right.
And there was no way out because there are so many camps for to get the officers.
Right.
Government of India did two things. One is the FCI godowns were made available to us so that there is no food crisis. The district's population almost doubled in 2 months. 20 lakhs original population, 20 lakhs evacuees.
Lot of people.
Lot of people.
Lot of people. And arranging food and shelter for these people.
And the monsoon was very bad in that area.
Yeah.
Monsoon was very bad.
Okay.
Japan helped a lot with vehicles. They sent lots of vehicles. Then this Lady Alexandra with her team helped us in combating the cholera.
Did you meet anybody from Mother Teresa, that side?
Yes, Mother Teresa used to visit quite often. There is the photographs. My son in Mother Teresa's lap.
Okay.
He was then 2 years old.
Acha. Nice. Really wonderful. And it's a real pleasure talking to you, sir. Real pleasure. And thank you for whatever you have done in 1971. Thank you for your services as an IAS officer. You have done your part, I would say. It's a real honor talking to you, sir.
Thank you very much.